quick review, 7.3333 repeating out of 10. Death and Taxes, a great name for a game if I must say. It lends itself towards the inevitability of all things that must end, and in the process of ending, grief you with the burden of taking some amount of your wealth along the way. Death and Taxes is a game about making the hard decisions of ending the lives of as many possibly good people as possible. Every day you're given orders on a card on how your daily murder spree must conclude. Some number of people must die, some number should live. What makes the game difficult is determining who is worthy of this treatment. Should you try to cleanse the world of evil by selecting wrongdoers, or should you let the winds of fate decide? Maybe that's not an apt analogy because your orders do end up coming from fate itself. It's this guy and his cat, of course. The game starts off rather easily and gives you simple rules to follow. 3 must live, kill 2 people with jobs-related technology, yada yada. However, it quickly ramps up into stranger and stranger territory as the orders become a little more discordant. Like, your job one day will involve killing specific varieties of bushes. You can decide to follow these ever-changing decrees as close as possible, or maybe you might pick out a few tasty individuals who you think deserve to die before their time. Every day, you receive a performance review and get a little bit more background on what is happening in the shadows of the Death universe. I decided to go for a full bureaucracy run and follow the orders as closely as I could. I wanted to see what would happen if I ran down the well-manicured garden path that is the game developer setup. Well, in the long run, the game has the message that following unknown and curious orders without regard to their validity might be a bad idea, because as the game progresses, you'll begin to feel the ramifications of your actions upon the timeline, and let me just say, Fate has some ideas about just how the world should go, and they're not pretty for those living on the planet. For me, the game felt a little dragging, and reading through all the profiles began to become busy work. I know it's a game about moral choice and the value of lives, but for me, that didn't keep me coming back eagerly. I had to break up my play sessions into 3 parts in order to really work my way through the game. By the end, I was speedrunning to kill the required number of people in order just to see how the dang thing ended. What I would say about Death and Taxes is that if you're looking for a mental walking simulator, this feels like it. I don't think the game exactly tells you early on enough what the ramifications for your actions are. Only later, when you get enough money, can you see the humans you let live have vague pluses and minus scores they add to the world overall. Although that should be kind of obvious from the beginning, it would be nice to have that feedback earlier. And your current view of society can be viewed through the snow globe of pain. Look at how miserable they are. See, that's what following orders blindly gets you. Little minuses and sad birds. Weep before their tent of sadness. Shame. If you can get this game on sale, maybe around $6, and you like this kind of thing, go for it. But for me, it just didn't sit well enough, and I had to push myself to complete the game. Anywho, it looks like the channel's made it above 300 subscribers. That's super cool, actually, and I'd like to thank you all. And for those who took the time to subscribe and leave comments in the dingle dingle below, I really appreciate it. I read them all, and they make my day from time to time. Thanks again, and I'll see if I can be more regular in uploading other reviews. Cheers.